Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the First and the Last podcast. My name is Josh, and with me, I have Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
Sup, my dudes.
Oh, hello, good sir. And also, somewhere roaming around the studio is a spayed cat who is not allowed to jump, play, or lick her surgical area. So,
And neither is Joe.
Joe,
Watching him like a hawk.
like not like Joe's surgical area, my cat's surgical area.
Joe's surgical.
Both?
Joe,
Yeah,
please
both.
don't lick my cat. Just in general, I would.
I'll try
Yeah,
not to.
tell me where I'm
Not
allowed
this
to lick
week,
your
at
cat.
least. Next week. Licking on.
All right. Fully healed up.
Tongues out.
Oh.
Tongues out, spayed out.
Mm.
Yeah, she just got spayed like a couple days ago, and she's not allowed to do anything fun. And she
Mm.
hates me for it.
No jumping, no playing, no licking. So
It's
just like,
it's
That's
pretty much everything a
100%
cat
of it.
wants to do.
100% of a cat's life.
But also something that she doesn't need to have, which is babies, has been conquered.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not that she was like ever gonna get out to like see another cat, but like you never know, right? Bob Barker told me to do it. I did it.
He's dead.
No,
Isn't
But-
he? Pretty
Uh,
sure.
you can't just say someone's dead without knowing, Jimmy.
He's been dead.
He's probably dead.
Maybe he's back.
I want to start. I have a controversial.
In
I
pog form.
have a controversial question before we start.
Oh, good.
When you guys brush your teeth, do you wet your toothbrush first, or do you just stick toothpaste on and throw that damn boy in your mouth?
I put toothpaste on and then run it under the water and then brush.
I think I do water then. I definitely water, but now that you say that, I think I water then. Man, what do I do?
Do you paste, water, paste, or no water?
I think I water
It's only
then
dry
paste.
brush.
I water then paste. Yeah, for sure, for
Okay.
sure.
I would say I'm 50-50 on water then toothpaste or just toothpaste, nothing.
Okay.
Just go for it.
Yeah, and I think that stems. I don't know why I thought about this when I was like brushing my teeth today. It stems from college when I used to live. You lived in this room with me, Jimmy, on the 5th floor when we lived all the way at the end on the farthest away from the bathroom as possible. So then I would just put toothpaste on my toothbrush and then just start brushing my teeth in the room.
On the walk down.
And then I would slowly walk down the hall to the bathroom to like do the spits and whatnot, the spits and rinse. And so
The
that has
old
stuck
spits
with
and
me
rinse.
over the course of the last like 10 years.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But I still, even though I obviously have a sink and whatnot.
I feel like I just like heard secondhand somewhere at some point that like there could be stuff on your brush like in the 12 hours it's been or whatever, and so you rinse it off first. It's probably not even.
I mean, do you think like that little like dip of water is really going to do much?
No, probably not. But in my brain, it's logical.
Alright.
This is doing something for
That's
me.
fair. This is like one of those like debates that means nothing and no one really cares about, but it's like do you like the wipe front to back or like
Well, I mean,
stuff like that?
That's actually
Pee
an
in the
important
shower.
I, for
question.
one, am surprised that all three of us do different stuff. I thought that it was just like, I thought everybody did paste and then water.
Yeah, I almost for surely don't do. I think if
feel
I
like
put
I'm gonna
paste
lose
on,
paste. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose.
Oh, yeah. You definitely got to
blast
be
it
careful.
off.
You got to be careful about that. But yeah.
yeah, if I get paste on, if I get paste on it before it's watered, I'm not throwing that paste underwater now. I also frequently brush my teeth in the shower.
Okay.
I mean, if
That's-
I'm taking a shower, I'm brushing my teeth.
Okay.
Like,
I could see that.
you know, they're all right there. Sometimes I'm in the shower and go, oh, I'm not brushing my teeth, and I reach out of the shower and grab the toothpaste and toothbrush and put it on and then start because it's like that close. I can
Yeah.
do it
because
without like
you're-
getting water everywhere. I'm a monster. I get it, but
Yeah, currently I would not be able to reach. I don't think where mine is.
yeah, this is a special layout, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've worked
don't
this
get-
into your routine.
yeah, I don't get out of the shower. It's just like my arm can reach. I am also Stretch Armstrong.
I guess that makes
That
sense.
helps.
You're already like wet and stuff.
Yeah. That's also
Might
just
as well
like,
get your teeth wet.
why why waste an extra 2 minutes when I get out of the shower when I can just be in the shower and brushing my teeth? Clean the rest of my body. Well, clean the inside of my body.
Mm-hmm. Just use shampoo instead.
Sometimes I just put body wash on the. Just just hate my life for the rest of the day. Just
Yeah. Or maybe you just use toothpaste for shampoo.
Hey, wild things can happen when you're taking a shower with
That's why
a
your head
toothbrush.
smells so minty fresh. It smells like wintergreen.
Ah, that's right. You know it.
And there's no plaque up there.
Hey, listeners, how do you brush your teeth? Let us know at FNDL Podcast on the Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I should get back to tweeting.
Yeah.
Have you not been tweeting?
I need to get
Come
back
on.
on that. I took a break.
Let us know on the gram then.
Joe, this is not your premier toothbrushing podcast. What is First and Last for new listeners?
It's a TV pod. Each week we take a TV show and seek only the first episode and only the last episode. Nothing in between. And we usually try to pick a show that's gone on for a few seasons so we can see what's changed and maybe try to make some predictions.
Do we?
Did you just like pick one that's like one season?
One season.
Nice.
Until now.
Ugh.
Once
But
in a
yeah.
while.
We try to make some predictions to see if we can figure out what might have changed from the beginning to the end. With a one season show, you're kind of, I mean, maybe not a whole lot has changed, but you're trying to guess like where does this story arc go, because it still might be a pretty contained arc at that point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very succinct, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Very good job.
It's one of my better intros.
Let's save that one for next time. We'll just copy it in.
Just copy and paste it in.
Yeah.
Every week I'll have to go, hey Joe, what's up with First and Last? And
Yeah.
then we'll just be quiet for like 40 seconds and then I can split it in.
After 220 tries, we finally nailed it.
You did it. Way to go, buddy. It was my
Perfect.
my TV show.
Sharona?
No. my TV, and I picked Ghosted.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I watched like the first episode of this, and then I totally fell off. So if it was anyone's fault, it was mine, because it's like Adam Scott.
So Joe's a fan.
And Daryl. I never remember his name.
And Daryl?
Craig
From
Robinson.
The Office. Craig
Oh, man.
Robinson. And it was like just seeing a trailer for it. I was like, this is going to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. These are the two funniest people from the two best shows.
Yeah, I mean, great, both good actors, super funny people.
Yeah.
Very excited to see how this works out.
Mhm.
I wanted
we
to
didn't do this
do
in Spooky Month.
I wanted to do something slightly different than we do normally. I'm going to read the plot, like slight synopsis, just so we kind of know what the show is about, and then we can talk about what we think is going to happen in the first episode. So the series, I'm wondering if a whiny cat is going to, you can come in here, little cat. There you go. The series follows a sharp-witted skeptic and a genius true believer in the paranormal who are recruited by an organization called the Bureau. Wait, maybe it's called the Bureau Underground, to investigate a series of unexplained activities that are occurring in the Los Angeles area, which are supposedly tied to a mysterious entity that could threaten the existence of the human species.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know how much of that is like.
I mean, it sounds
Told.
like X-Files.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
I'm going to go on a limb
Funny
really quick
X-Files.
and say it's not going to be as good as X-Files, but I bet it's going to be funny.
Super funny
So
X-Files.
who's gonna be the Scully?
I think it's got to be Adam Scott.
Adam Scott's going to be the Scully. Yeah. So this went for one season. It only went 16
straight man.
episodes. It was definitely canceled by Fox. So it was on Fox, and it was October 1st, 2017 through July 22nd, 2018. I think they like maybe did 10 episodes, and then they ordered 6 more, and then they canceled it. So,
It's too bad.
you know.
This is like getting ahead of ourselves, but I feel like this show sounds like something that could have just been pitched briefly to Fox, and they're like, they just said the names of Craig Robinson and Adam Scott and like silly and just like picture funny X-Files, and they just like, bought
yeah, or stop listening.
Here's my wallet, leave me alone. But there was really no plan from the beginning of like, oh shoot, now we've got to like make a show. That's what I envision happening.
Yeah, I was trying to see when everything stopped, as in like The Office went 9 seasons, started in 2005, so it would be like Office ended in like 2013, and then when did Parks and Rec end?
Probably around here, 2017 or 2018.
2009, and it went 124, so that ended in 2015. And then this show was in 2017. So it's like, Craig Robinson did like, a couple other things. Adam Scott probably did 1 or 2 things. And then that kind of came together, high-fived, and said, let's fight ghosts on Fox.
Like you do.
I would assume, based on what we just read and based on who those 2 people are, this is obviously a comedy. It's a comedy, fantasy, supernatural, according to Wikipedia. I would assume that these 2 people maybe aren't even... it's like, do they even know each other at the beginning of this, or do they meet? I'm going to go with, like, Craig Robinson is, like, works at, like, a Radio Shack or something like that. And, like, Adam Scott has, like a terrible... like white collar job kind of thing. Like he's a data input person. And then I don't know, like they both are in an alleyway or something at the same time. A ghoul appears or whatever. But then also like, I don't know, like a G-man from the Federal Bureau of Underground or whatever it's called. It's like, you guys saw that? You're our new agents. I don't know.
Okay. I think it pretty much like is just gonna follow X-Files. Like one of them is like new to the bureau and one of them
so literally
has been working there.
Literally one of them is the guy that's doing the stuff already, and then they get the Scully that comes in to like the original X-Files thing is Scully's in to debunk the X-Files.
Right.
Yeah. And so you really you think it's just like kind of like that. I mean, it'd be a funny way to do it for sure, because man, that would be hilarious.
And like no one would think like, oh, this is too much like X-Files, I can't enjoy this or whatever. It's like
22 minutes with Craig Robinson and Adam Scott being funny about ghosts, even if it was almost exactly like that. It's not going to be... I mean, we watched Children's Hospital last week, and that was like a joke of all hospital shows, gotcha. Like shows like ER and everything, and you could tell, like I was like, oh man, they're really like milking this like ER General Hospital, all this like stuff, but you never went, this is a ripoff.
I got you. We're doing our second spoof show, satire show.
Well, yeah, maybe. Like, Joe was saying he thinks it's just essentially gonna literally be like a complete X-Files joke.
Yeah,
and
maybe some Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that one of them works for the bureau and one of them's new and like is there to debunk it. Pretty much like the beginning of X-Files.
Yeah, and I think that they're gonna be they're just both in dead end jobs essentially. One of them, Craig Robinson, works at a Radio Shack. Adam Scott works as a data input guy at some white collar job, and somehow they get put into this.
Picked.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen? By the way, listeners, you have to re-explain this to Jimmy because he had to go get our pizza. That's why I was saying all this again.
Yeah, I think 100%. That's what's going to happen.
You both nailed it.
You both did a great job.
Hey Joe, how was human hunting last week?
Human hunting, the most dangerous game.
Did you get your man?
One of your favorite things.
He got away.
Aw, we'll get him next time.
Yeah.
I hope so. Year. I hope you get him before he turns you in.
Me too.
Nice.
You know where you are. I will find you.
Gerald.
Didn't get off the island.
You have an island?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Someday you'll be there, hunted.
When it's your time. Wait your turn.
I hope you're ready to find out what it feels like to be hunted back, Joe. If I ever get to that island, and we'll find a large rock and hunt you back. I'm assuming you're not gonna load me up with a crossbow or anything. So, but that's fine. I like a challenge.
Yeah,
let's do that.
It's good times. You make great friends that way.
Great friends. Dear God. Okay, well, let's watch the pilot of this show instead of talking more about how Joe's going to hunt me in the future. I'm going to prepare for that as well, but
yeah, better train.
Yeah. Well, that's for a later date. So the first episode came out October 1st, 2017. It was just called Pilot, so that sucks. Just come up with a name. It's not hard. But we're going to watch that and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Ghosted. It was just called Pilot. Boo. Jimmy, do you have a write-up?
Yeah. After an agent from the Bureau Underground is captured, the Bureau takes his advice to recruit Max and Leroy. The unlikely duo go on a mission to save the agent and fight his abductor, an alien-possessed man. However, the alien escapes with the agent onto a UFO. Max and Leroy decide to stay with the Underground Bureau to find out more. In the end, Max's wife is revealed to be in the Bureau's custody after being possessed by an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Did you get all that?
Yeah, that happened. All that happened.
That was it.
Initial thoughts, Joe?
It kind of a letdown, honestly, based on like knowing the actors. Yeah, and I don't know if it was the concept or the combination of like the actors or just bad context, but like I didn't really think much of it was funny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I sat down and I went, that was pretty good. And you just said that. I went, was it?
Yeah. Or did you just like seeing those actors?
I think I just had I feel like every time Adam Scott talked, I was just like, yay.
I think that's part of it is that, yeah, the Adam Scottness of it. Like I really like him in Parks and Rec, but he pretty much plays like the straight man in Parks and Rec. Like there are goofy parts about his character, and it's funny when like, you know, every now and then those goofy parts come out and you're just like, oh, that guy's weird too. And then in this, he's kind of the goofy guy to Craig Robinson being the kind of little more straightforward guy.
Yeah, like I'm an ex-cop and I want to, we need to solve this and get back to real life.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering if I don't want to try to ditch either of these actors, but maybe it would have worked better if the Craig Robinson like former cop character was played by more of a maybe like an action star or something.
Dolph Lundgren?
Sure.
Oh God.
But yeah, maybe not a comedic actor, because then you don't expect that guy to necessarily be funny, and then you can kind of just ride off of.
And then when he
Arnold
is funny, it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't like Craig Robinson funny. He was like mean funny. He was like bad cop funny.
He was like almost
And
mean
then-
funny one time, and it almost seemed like an Office bit that had happened already when like they were in the car and he was just like singing, trying to like not pay attention to him. I was like, this
he
happened
does,
with
like-
him and like in Steve Carell's character, you know?
Yeah, he does have times like that in The Office for sure.
What did you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, I thought I had a similar thought of like there's just not as many jokes as I expected there to be.
It was like a little
There's
joke
more
light.
plot
Yeah.
than I think you want going into a show like this.
Well, and having it be more plot is kind of interesting because it was like they took these two random people and then they were like, you're an old like scientist that wrote about aliens and you're an old cop that's like good at finding people. And it's like, these are not your top choices. Like, you know, like even if you're a super duper secret thing, So it's just like the minute you start thinking critically at all about this, I mean, because you can think critically about comedy and it still should make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, these are not your top people. Like, just make them like new recruits that are like cadets or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And they can still have exactly what is their backstories be true, but it makes sense on why they are there.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to them being selected by the Bureau.
As opposed to them being abducted as a mall cop and
Mhm.
like a guy that works at a bookstore,
Mm-hmm.
just randomly being abducted.
I think I wanted just a Michael Schur show and not an actual sci-fi show is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like I said, that I was like excited for this show and I thought I had watched it, but I think what I meant was I like set my DVR to record it and then never actually got around to watching any of it because this was not familiar.
Yeah, you definitely were
Not
like,
what I
I've seen this.
Not what I expected at all.
I think I'm a little bit more positive about it. I think I would still roll into episode 2 at the moment. They did a good cliffhanger at the end. The whole thing about, I mean, at least putting you, so they got recruited. The whole reason why like Adam Scott works at like a bookstore and is not like a scientist or professor guy at Stanford anymore, I guess, is because he claims his like wife got abducted by aliens, blah blah blah, and is gone. But then at the end, he's like looking at a computer screen and he's like, "That's my wife."
Mm-hmm.
And after they had said like, "These are people that like have similar abduction stories," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so his wife is in there. So that was you. I mean, Joe, you even said you were like, "Oh, that was fast."
Yeah, because I thought that, coming back to his wife would be like a late season thing, or maybe even like cliffhanger into the next season.
I had a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be a finale thing.
I assume you changed that prediction.
I had to change it. Yeah. It's kind of a bummer.
So, yeah, I wasn't as put off the fact that Adam Scott wasn't as much of a straight man in this. I think he still delivered pretty well. I liked Craig's Robinson's. He owns his last name. I liked his character enough. I just liked those two, I think, enough where it was good enough for me to do that. But I could see potentially that 16, 17 more episodes, 15, there's 16 total. It could fall off, I guess,
Yeah.
more so for sure. So I don't know. I wasn't like, I'm not full on in like 100%. This isn't Malcolm in the Middle. Like, I'm not committed, but I liked it enough to like watch episode 2.
Yeah. It's hard to judge too, because it is just like, it is the first episode and a lot of shows evolve. Right. Like, so I would say like for this first episode, like it's not working. It's not clicking, but these are talented people. So maybe they figure it out and they figure out what their characters could be, and maybe it works by the end.
Right. I mean, obviously they didn't give it their all in this because they still needed a pilot, so they didn't put everything into it that they had.
I do still, hundreds of episodes into this, I do still want to know more about that. Like, because if this is what your pilot looks like fully, like they must have thrown money on this. This is not like a couple dudes on the street with the handy cam,
special effects for sure,
and they still call it a pilot. Interesting. Also, I just saw recently that there was a Game of Thrones. They've been talking about this for a while. I think there's maybe a couple in the works of like prequel and spin-off series for HBO, and they did they spent like $30-some million on a pilot episode and then decided it didn't work and they shut it down after filming one episode with Naomi Watts.
Don't worry, Jimmy. Money doesn't exist.
Not for HBO, apparently. Anyway, I thought this show started hot. Like you mentioned, like we started on Adam Scott. He's in a bookstore, so not a desk job, but
They both were in like dead end jobs, really.
Yeah.
It's really mostly what I was getting at, but
and there was kind of some silly jokes and some interactions, and he comes off really like weird and crazy, and that's funny.
he just comes off
awkward,
like dry weird, which is good.
yeah, that's perfect. And then we like go over to Craig Robinson, who's a mall security, and he's like yelling at crazy guys peeing in the fountains, and he's got like a nephew there. Is that? I think yeah. And
I think so. Yeah.
He called him a little bitch, which is pretty. This is good. He gave him a video game inside of a SAT prep book.
Hell yeah, man. That's a great uncle right
dope
there.
uncle. Yeah, great job. And then kind of from there, all of a sudden it was like, we need to set up the plot for this whole season long thing. And you're like, okay, yeah, less funny, but some funny stuff. I'd roll into episode 2 for sure.
Joe, you want us to tell you how episode 2 goes?
I guess so. Yeah. So I won't find out.
Well, you're gonna find out the finale, well, quote unquote finale. We know that this got canceled.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bode well
Right.
for me to be like, oh, I'm ready to check out episode 2 because someone wasn't ready to check out season 2, episode 1. Fox. But also, I think it's pretty knowledgeable that TV and movie execs sometimes don't legitimately have any idea what's actually good. Sometimes.
Yeah, and even audiences, right? Like maybe it just didn't catch the right audience, and that's why people didn't watch it. But maybe it was good.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Weird time to talk about it. But did you guys hear about like Ridley Scott talking about how like millennials just look at their phones, and therefore that's why no one watched that like movie that came out for him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy?
No.
God,
But I didn't see the
what was
movie
that
either,
movie
so
called?
maybe he's
The Last
correct.
Duel.
Okay, yeah. Have you ever heard of the movie The Last Duel?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it before you heard about the news about it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't either. So Jimmy Ridley Scott got mad and said like his movie with like Matt Damon and somebody else big too.
Adam Driver
did bad because millennials just look at their phones and they don't have like the attention span to look at or like watch a movie or something like that. And it's like nobody knew about this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it. You didn't know about it. And guess what? I look at my phone all the time. Maybe you should have told me about it through my phone.
It came out during the pandemic.
Yeah, it came out a couple months ago, maybe a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
like this fall.
But it was like $100 million movie and it made like $30 million
Mm-hmm.
in the box office.
And again, like two people in this room who like pay attention to media and stuff going on.
Legitimately on like social media, at least some form of it, all like multiple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like if this was advertised, I would have known about it. You know what I don't watch? TV. Like but that's just like that's an old person just yelling into like the technology ether being like, you don't get it, millennials. And it's like
It's probably the millennials.
yeah, it's probably our fault. It's like did you see any other movies that came out? I think they made money.
Yeah.
So people found out about it. I had a correlation between that knowledge of what I just said and what we were just talking about.
I'm sure there was.
I'm sure it made sense.
Oh, just that this show got canceled and it's,
Yeah. I mean, I'm already like almost defending this show, and I don't even know if it ended up being good or not. It's
Speaking
like,
of canceled, do you think when was Kevin? When did we?
Oh, yeah.
When did Kevin Spacey? There was a lot of Kevin Spacey stuff for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not like he wasn't in this show, but they were just bringing up, talking about the multiverse. Like, so they got another Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're even talking about like
is that
how
why we
like
took this show down?
yeah, they're even talking about like how we might have like the best Kevin Spacey, and I was just like,
Can you
ooh.
imagine
Ooh.
if that's it might be true.
Yeah, maybe this is the best version of Kevin Spacey that we can possibly have.
you would assume that
Oh Lord.
whenever the production of this show happened, sometime before August or October 1st, 2017,
Mm-hmm.
we weren't quite aware that Kevin Spacey wasn't super great.
You'd think at least people working on this show, like, you gotta pick somebody that's like
I
a
mean,
little safer.
they could have also been like, "Whoa, this is gonna be ridiculous. Let's use
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey
Let's
as the
lean
name."
into Kevin Spacey.
Because it's been a while. Like, I mean, House of Cards was big like a while ago.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
say it was like around this time that like stuff started coming about Kevin Spacey, the Kevin Spaceys.
I'll look it up.
Of the multiverse.
Kevin's Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
There were some other people in this show. So there's the like bureau, like head of the bureau. I think her name was Ava Laffery, played by Allie Walker, who's in stuff. She's in a 90s procedural called Profiler.
Put that on
She's
your
been in
short
a lot
list,
of
Joe.
things.
I will.
She was in the show Longmire that I've been told that we should do a million times, and I always forget. And I think every time I look, I can't find it streaming.
I just remembered Jimmy just told us today, listeners, that he's like getting rid of HBO soon. And I was like, cool, I already picked a show, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just went, I remember, I got a show
Nice.
that we need to watch. We need to watch The Leftovers. And that's HBO, right?
Leftovers? I don't know.
Hubbo. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've heard good things.
All right. Nice.
So
Done.
I'm just putting that in the ether so it's recorded for all time.
Is
So
it
I
starring
will
Ali
remember.
Walker?
Probably.
She was also in The Universal Soldier with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Ooh,
Back
okay.
in the, what is that? That's got to be 80s, right?
Early 90s.
Then there was Annie, who is Lady Q.
What
if
was
you're
her-
a Bond fan,
What was her real name?
her name
Or-
is Annie.
Wait, no. What was her name in the show?
Annie.
Wait. So what's her real name?
Amber Stevens West.
What question am I asking? Okay.
I
Amber
don't
Stevens
know.
West. Her name is Annie in the
Her name is
show.
Annie in the show.
But she was totally the Q of
she's
the
like
show.
Q, and I don't know if you guys seen the latest Bond movie.
Yeah. Have.
If you haven't, spoiler, he's dead. But like when they like reboot that shit, if there's not a Lady Q, I'll be pretty disappointed because that's just as great. She was great. She's been in stuff. She was in that Greek show. Never watched Greek. No. Okay. Then there was this guy Barry. I don't actually know what his role was at the bureau. He seemed to be getting sandwiches at one point.
He was like the scientist,
Right?
you know, just like the house scientist.
Yeah. But we never actually saw him do science. We saw...
He was like in front of
Max
science
do
stuff,
science.
like
Saw
right when we
Adams.
met him.
Okay. I feel like he was wearing a lab coat.
Exactly.
But he was just kind of fangirling everything that was going on
Yeah.
around. He was in The Big Sick. That's all that of note that I saw that with Kumail Nanjiani.
I like Kumail.
We all do.
Those three, the bureau person, the Lady Q, and the house scientist, like I didn't really recognize any of them. I think they did fine in this. Seems like Lady Q, Annie, is going to be kind of like the third bigger character in the show, potentially, from what I saw, at least from the pilot. But probably should have put
I
up
got
some sort of a prediction
I got
about how
predictions.
she's some sort of love interest, but I did not.
There was also randomly a character named Deb, who is the comedian Sarah Baker, who's in a lot of things. She's like a short blonde lady. I feel like she's in stuff with what's her name? I'm gonna blank. She's in like a lot of comedians like shows and stuff.
The person, Chelsea Peretti.
She's probably in stuff with Chelsea Peretti. She was the one, like there was a bit where they had to come in and they were pretending to be like fixing the copy machine. You know that scene I'm talking about?
In the
we just watched
in the
it.
show we just watched. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She has little funny like bit parts like that in a million shows and movies.
It's probably a really great career. Like, you know, I mean, it's probably
Walk on the
annoying to have
set.
to go from show to show every once in a while, but like just a national show having like one little bit part probably pays pretty well.
Yeah. I think she like does stand up too, and that's how she like I'm sure knows all these like funny people. Like everybody seems to know everybody. Like she was on Louis C.K. his show. Sorry, are we
He's-
still not?
I think we have the best version of Louis C.K. in our universe too.
Oh, really?
That's possible.
Oh man.
I mean, look at him.
Oh. Okay, well,
I mean, he is like up for like an Oscar or an Emmy or whatever that is.
is he? Is he back?
What's the music? What's the
Pog form.
Grammy?
Grammy.
Yeah.
He's up for for like a
Comedy album.
comedy.
He's going for the EGOT.
Nice.
Predictions?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm kind of ready.
Cool.
I'll do mine.
Nice.
Number 1, the show gets better.
I believe that's
Joe
true.
laughs.
I believe that's true with my number 1. I'm going big. Octopus Monster.
All right.
Nice. You started with that, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
It's only downhill from here.
Right out of the gate.
Number 2. I think they're going after an alien. I realize this. Oh, man. I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
But I realize how stupid this next one is now that I said Octopus Monster.
Okay.
I think they're going after an alien with over 2 arms.
Over 2 arms?
But I
Okay.
was thinking like a Goro type biped
Sure, like a
person,
man.
not like an octopus monster.
Yeah.
But I realized I just basically wrote octopus monster twice.
All right. Doubling down.
Octopus monster or a Goro type figure is basically what I'll say there. Number 3, I think Max's wife is missing again.
Ooh,
I think
re-abduction.
I think she reared her abducted head again in this episode, and I think she's gone. And then my last one, I think Leroy now has a side hustle, like he's like policing again. You know, he's involved in the bureau, but he's like policing again, or like I don't know, he's like delivering pizzas or something. Like he's doing something
Part-time.
He's
bureau.
part-time bureau.
Okay.
Part-time alien hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that's not always a full-time gig.
Should
break.
be. It's a government job,
break.
right? You know,
Yeah, well. What's it pay, though? You know?
It's a good living.
not good, but I heard if you work there for 10 years, you pay off your student loans.
Ooh, loan forgiveness.
All right, those are mine.
Should I go? I'll go. I think Max. I think Max's wife is still around. I think she's back to normal. You got her back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I just said Max's wife is normal.
She's normal.
She's normal.
Okay.
So I guess maybe by the end of it, she could be abducted, and that could still be fine. I think Leroy dates, and I wrote Lady Q because I didn't know her name at the time. So I think Leroy dates Annie
All right.
because, you know, it's got the swagger. I think the thing that they're dealing with, I think the Bureau has a mole. That's the trope I'm going with.
Mole.
Mole, possibly an alien. Mole. Then number 4, I think they have gotten Checker back. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I forgot about Checker.
That there's that. So that's the arc. They've now got Checker back, but he's actually like turned at this point. Like he's got Stockholm syndrome for his alien abductors, but maybe they don't know that. They got Checker, but he's turned.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Checker's like the whole season 1 arc.
He's probably not. I just couldn't think of anything else. He's probably been back, and he's probably been killed. Who knows?
Cool.
What do you got, Joe?
I have that Leroy gets abducted.
Like it.
Ooh.
Gets picked up by them aliens. I think that Max writes out some equations.
Like on a whiteboard or something like that?
Yeah, I didn't want to say. I was gonna say board, but I think it might be like on a napkin or something too. But
He does the numbers.
yeah, he's got some theoretical physics going on, so I think he's gonna, math some things out. We said that Q Girl was Annie, right?
Yep.
I think that Annie and Max have like a thing going on.
What about Max's
Aw, man.
wife?
I think she's, she's gone.
Dead or gone?
Ooh.
Yeah, dead or gone.
Ooh.
So Annie and Max have a thing.
All right.
And then we haven't talked about her much, but like Ava is like the Ava Lafrey,
She's the leader.
Laffrey, maybe.
is the she runs at least their department of the
She's the
bureau.
Walter Skinner of this. Walter Skinner's the guy that's in charge of the X-Files guys.
Cool, the X-Man
She's-
himself. I think Ava.
That's Professor X.
Ava is a ghost. I
Mm.
don't know if she becomes a ghost or was a ghost this entire time.
Just like Bruce Willis.
But I think, we got to go back into the ghostness of this show. Like, it's called Ghosted. There's a lot of alien stuff.
There was no
So-
ghost things.
Not a single
Yeah.
ghost yet. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we
Yeah.
get back into supernatural ghost stuff.
Nice.
All right. I'm in. The last episode is called Hello, Boys. It was on July 22nd, 2018. And if you're wondering, it was also on April 16th, 2018 in apparently New Zealand. So they're ahead of us a little bit. It's just how time works in the globe. They're about 3 months in front of us.
Cool.
So we're going to watch this last episode, and we will be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the last episode of Ghosted. It was called Hello, Boys. Jimmy, do you have a write-up?
Hello, boys. While trying to prove their worth to Captain LaFrey and the rest of the Bureau Underground, Leroy and Max finally have a lead on the whereabouts of Agent Checker. Guest star Link Hand is his name? Hond? Is it a long A?
Link Hans Christian Andersen.
Okay. Leroy finds himself in the odd position of being the believer when Max loses faith in their competency. This episode was aired well out of order. Oh, okay. This shows the direction this series probably would have taken had it not been retooled, says Wikipedia.
What's the direction?
It seems like this was the direction they were going
That,
in.
like, the next season would be about the wife and... So we didn't even read that, but we find out that Max's wife actually has something to do with all of this business, and they're like up against this alien race that travels through the dimensions, just basically burning Earths. Classic, like using all the resources and moving on.
Classic
Galactus.
Borg, classic Independence Day, classic Galactus, apparently.
Yeah, all the sci-fis.
You know, all the big bads.
Cool. The biggest bads.
The biggest bads eat the Earth. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, okay. So apparently this was aired out of order. I had read right before we watched that it seems like when the 6 new episodes were picked up by Fox, were ordered, they also changed the showrunner to Paul Lieberstein, who is Toby
Oh, yeah.
on The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's
funny.
apparently more well known as a writer and like producer than as an actor.
I mean, he wasn't like the shining star of The Office by any means.
Talented. No, but he's great.
He was great.
He's what you need. So maybe that had something to do with the out of order. I would like to know then what
So is
the
it
order was.
Yeah, it was the order like 9 episodes? Like this was the 10th episode that they had, and then they got 6 more.
That could be.
So did they do 9, then the 6, and then through this 10th one then at the end?
That would actually make sense because what it says in the production notes on the Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt, is that when it changed to Paul Lieberstein, it was like into more of like an office setting rather than a paranormal show.
Mm-hmm.
So this felt not that different from the first episode to me. I mean, there were parts that were just like banter, like at the end, where I was like, okay, this is funny. They're clearly just ad-libbing, and that's what I wanted to see out of this show.
Mm-hmm.
We got about 10 seconds of it at the end of the series finale.
Right. I think the best part about this episode was the opening stinger when they were trying to do an exorcism on a skateboarding kid who was apparently a demon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, ghosted. I get it. Finally.
There's demons. It's kind of like a ghost.
Paranormal?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
definitely
is-
more of a ghost than some aliens named like the Illuminati
Mm-hmm.
or whatever they were called.
That dip through the
Something like that.
multiverse.
Yeah. Multi-naughty. My favorite part was the only part that I remember actually like lolling at was, so for some reason these aliens, when they host human bodies, right? They take like a virus, some kind.
Yep.
Parasite. That's the word I'm looking for. But then their heads come off.
Yeah, for some reason they can
just come
detach their
off
heads.
and on.
And it like glows.
Just craziness. So they're fighting Checker, who's now an alien, and Leroy kicks his head off because it just pops right off. And then he tells Max to pick it up, and they get in the car, and they've been like, while they're traveling, there's like on this like radio station that's just like Hispanic like horn music, and so now they're like in the car.
Music.
Yeah, like mariachi music. That's a more better probably. So then when they get in and it's all like high stakes and they've got this alien head, then the like mariachi comes on and it's just silly. And then they're like, wait, you should back over the body. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was silly.
Yeah. I laughed.
Joe, did you love this even more? Are you now so sold that you want to circle back and take everything back that you said in the first part of this episode?
Definitely not taking it back. There were... yeah, it was very much like the first episode, even with the switch of showrunners.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, there was a joke that I laughed a lot about, but I don't remember what it was now. But it was literally like a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once again, I was interested in another episode of this show. I got another episode of this show.
Mm-hmm.
It was still just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I still liked Adam Scott a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He did some funny things. He said he's doing something. I forget what he was. He's like repeating. He's like and then he was like repeating something. And I was like, I don't know why this is funny, but it's funny. So like that was good. Craig's Robinson was also good.
Mm-hmm.
They're both just good. It's just like for some reason it's just like not quite clicking in the show.
Yeah.
Like
Craig Robinson was a little bit more in his groove in the end here, I think.
Yeah.
A little less serious cop guy. But yeah, it might just be just that combination of actors or not the quite right setting. But for me, it just wasn't clicking.
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard to tell because you can put the best people in a thing. You can put the best of the best in a thing, but for some reason, like some people just don't click, or like for some reason it just doesn't work. Like you can put the best magicians. Well, you can put the best magicians. I was gonna say musicians, but you can also put the best magicians in the world together, and like for some reason that magic show just won't be great. You know.
Yeah.
Just like there's something about sometimes those people just don't work well together.
What
or like just don't, yeah.
What if you just flip the characters? What if Adam Scott was the former cop? And,
that's already funnier.
Yeah, and Craig Robinson is like the theoretical physicist
professor
who has some thoughts going on and his wife got abducted.
Yeah, I'd watch that show.
I mean, I don't know why, but it seems like a better choice.
It seems at least more interesting.
Yeah.
Like Adam Scott as like an ex-cop is like hilarious.
The nerd.
Yeah, Adam Scott as the nerd is.
Well, that the thing is that's why it's
the
funnier.
typecast.
Is because it's him as the nerd is like obvious, but him as like the ex like great fucking cop, like is like I don't believe that, so it's even funnier.
He can still be like a tight butt nerd as a cop.
Tight butt nerd.
Yeah.
And like Craig Robinson can be still kind of like a fun, goofy guy as the crazy theoretical physicist guy.
Yeah.
Truth.
So, yeah, I don't know. Just film one more pilot.
Mix it up.
Or just flip it.
Just try it out.
Let's make one more pilot. Let's name it this time. Show that we care. Let's do it.
Just make it. I think they should just make a season 2 with the switch, but not actually address it.
Just switch the characters, and they're
and
like
never explain what's happening.
I mean, in all fairness, like in this type of show where like people are being abducted by aliens and like their bodies are being taken over and stuff, they could literally start season 2, have a switch like that, not address it whatsoever, and then make it part of the plot like 5 episodes in. You know.
I mean, and even better, it was canceled on Fox, so it'll get picked up on NBC, so no one will know the difference. New network, New character, new roles. Everyone just swap roles.
Tune in January 2020 for Ghosted, now on Hulu Plus or Yahoo Plus or whatever. Wherever.
Yahoo Plus.
Yahoo Plus.
With Community.
Community seasons 5 and 6 and Ghosted season 2, Yahoo Plus.
Honestly, like watching this just made me want to watch all of the episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Craig Robinson is in it because he's got like
he's the Cadillac thief, right, or something like that.
The Pontiac Bandit.
Oh, there. That was close.
is his like MO. He's got an episode per season, I think, and then because like the like rapport that him and Andy Samberg have is like what I wanted this to be. They just don't really have it. The back and forth banter, it's not really there. It's not like it's so much more like quick and clever and funny, and then they just move on in Brooklyn. Where this was like, there were a lot of jokes they just drug out. It's like, this was funny, and now you're still doing it. And then also it made me want to listen to Adam Scott's podcast with Scott Aukerman. Have you heard this?
What's it called?
It's been going on forever, and it's been like 3 different things, but it started as you talking U2 to me, and it was just them talking about U2 albums. But it's really funny.
It better be funny because I don't ever want to hear anybody talk about U2 albums.
Now it's it changed to something like me about REM, and now it's you talking heads to my talking head, and they talk about Talking Heads albums. I'm not there yet.
All right.
But they're just both hilarious people.
No, I've never seen it. I've listened to Adam Scott on some other podcast called, I think it was like How This Got Made, and when they went over like the Fast and the Furiouses.
Oh, dope.
Because hearing Adam Scott talk about how big The Rock is really funny as well.
He's a funny guy.
Turns out he's really big.
Big guy.
Yeah, pretty big rock. The Rock.
Rob McElhenney talks about how he's like friends with The Rock on the It's Always Sunny podcast.
I mean, why wouldn't you be? If I was The Rock, I'd want to
neighbors.
be friends with Mac, and if I was Mac, I'd want to really be friends with The Rock. So, Mac and The Rock, back again. Yeah. So I think it is determined in my mind. I have seen 2 episodes. I have completed my.
You're only 14 away from being done.
I am done now. Took Joe 1, took me 2, but I think I'm done. I want to not be done, but I'm done.
Yeah. See, aren't you glad that we do this?
Sometimes.
Yeah, this time.
Currently happy we do this.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah. I'm like literally I feel like I'm the one who maybe gives shows too much leeway sometimes, and actually will go back and maybe am more apt to go back and watch things. Although I say that, and I have not watched another episode of Kim's Convenience since last week. Still want to keep going through that show, but I cannot even find a reason to watch more of this.
Yeah, I'm sad because I saw it and I was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was at most a disappointment. At least also a disappointment.
It's just,
I think
that's
it was
what it
A
is.
soul-crushing disappointment.
So yeah. At least a soul crush.
At the very least.
At the very least, my soul's crushed.
Did you get any points
Oh, should we find that out?
for this show?
I think I might have technically gotten one.
Ooh.
Number 1, I
Be
didn't
the
get
judge.
for this one, which I said octopus monster.
Ah.
No monsters, unless you're counting beams of light alien abductors.
Demons.
And then I went, for some reason I doubled down on that, and I said going after an alien with over 2 arms, Goro-like creature. That did not happen. So per Max and Leroy, my third one is Max's wife is missing again. And on the previously on, she escaped the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end
And
of
said, "Don't look for me."
and
or
she, yeah,
something.
and said, "Don't look for me." They didn't make it act like or make it sound like she was around for them at all. And at the very end of this episode, she was like in a car, like looking at them, being like, "Yo, Max, don't get into this caper, I'm gonna mess you up. You see." I don't know why she
Became
was
Old
I
Town.
don't know why she was a 50s gumshoe in the end, but she did it. So in a way, I think she is still technically missing again.
Yeah.
I think they don't know where she is,
Yeah.
which would mean she's missing.
Again.
Sure.
But she
Yeah.
knows where they are.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to take that point. And my fourth one, I didn't get a point, which is Leroy has a side hustle, like policing or delivering pizza. He was trying to quit, so I thought he was trying to quit and then was going to like mention, he's like, yeah, but I've been like, I opened a dry cleaner. But he didn't say any of that. So zero for
he
that.
was trying to talk Max into staying.
They were like almost both talking each other into staying at some points. But I'm going to take my 1 point and
Fine.
be quiet.
Fine. So my first one I had Max's wife is normal. But I don't really know if that's even, it still doesn't seem true. She wasn't like head spinning like a paranormal activity, or not like a exorcism.
Jimmy's never seen Paranormal Activity.
Exorcist. That's the series I was looking
There you
for. But she also was she like one of the aliens? Like, I don't know that I'd say
No.
she's normal.
She
right?
seemed like she was in some way, at the very least, in cahoots with the aliens.
which is not like normal.
Yeah, well, yeah. I would
Seems
say
inconclusive at most.
a
Inconclusive.
non-normal human is in cahoots with aliens who are trying to destroy a human planet.
Doesn't
Okay.
seem normal.
Yeah.
So probably not that one. Didn't see that Leroy had ever dated or was about to go on a date with Annie. Then the Bureau has a mole. That doesn't, not really. Then I said Checker has turned sides with the abductors. So,
I mean, it's not true.
Yeah, I mean, like the real
half
Checker,
point.
because like he's like possessed by the aliens, but like
Right.
when he was able to like regain himself, he was explaining how they're the ones that saved the world.
Right.
So yeah, I'll give you like a half.
Nice.
I wrote 0.5 down.
I'll take a half.
Cool.
They did have a fight scene with him, and that was
Mhm.
their only one. So,
Fair enough.
but
Jim?
yeah, he wasn't actually Checker in his own consciousness.
Yeah, so we'll give him a half. His body was bad, but his mind was good when it was around.
Mm-hmm. I had Leroy gets abducted, which he did not. Max writes out equations. No. Annie and Max have a thing going on. That's a no. And that Ava is a ghost, which she seemed very solid, so I don't think so. So no points. Pretty far off.
Giving you a 0.0.
Good. Make it precise.
Yeah.
Joe really loves this show, you guys.
All right, listeners. That was Ghosted. We don't recommend you watch it. And that's a shame for everybody, trust me.
Mm.
We all wanted to recommend you watch it. But that's going to do it for this week. If you would like to give us show suggestions or just get a hold of us for whatever reason, let us know how you brush your teeth. At First and Last Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitters. There's a gram that Jimmy posts things on. Jimmy loves the gram.
All for the gram.
He's about the gram. Yeah, that's going to do it this week. We'll see you again next week for another First and Last. Don't get abducted. Goodbye.